Still having reservation about product-led growth, or your team still don't believe in PLG? Hey, it's Gary, 3 times head of growth. Today, I'm going to talk to you about why I firmly believe in the product-led growth motion. We chose PLG, product-led growth, because we wanted to disrupt the status quo. We were zigging while other people were zagging. And so in a world that was predominantly sales-led approach, we decided to zag, and we wanted to stand out and capture attention and create buzz in a crowded space. And in the compliance world, traditionally, it's hard to see that even PLG, or product-led growth, is even possible, because the compliance industry, there's a lot of information asymmetry. Clients also want to be handheld, but they don't have enough budget to move forward. And so that's why we saw PLG and product-led growth as a fantastic way to disrupt that industry. And we offer the first ever product-led freemium experience, because we wanted to democratize that access to the compliance tools and generate buzz in this way. When you have the sales-led motion, it really relies on like clever copywriting. It relies on a lot of marketing, but really it's the product that ultimately matters. Our competitor is like this. They spend a lot of investment on billboards, subway signs, bus posters, podcast sponsorship, and it's great. I'm pretty sure it really worked for them. It generated the buzz, and they were leading the way in terms of creating that need, that market demand for compliance. But we didn't have funds to compete. So, and what we recognize is that a lot of the folks that we talk to, users, they needed to see that clear path to value. And yes, they know that they understand they need compliance, but now what is it? How should they invest? They can't just invest on hype. And so instead of putting the product on like a pedestal, like using marketing and just like clickbait, and we wanted to really focus on letting them use the product so that we can avoid like downstream headaches and churn. Why I believe in product-led growth, because it's really a scalable way, and it's really relying on this power of the word of mouth. And so starting with like an internal advocacy and getting champions, you just don't win champions with marketing. Yeah, you could like send them case studies and testimonials all day, but like they really still need to use the product and advocate for it. Like I wouldn't advocate for a product I never used. Like it'd be, I'm like my job is on the line. It's very odd. So the true success really comes from gaining that confidence in the product. Hey, I can see that I could adopt this workflow, and the rest of the organization can do so as well. I can invest time and energy into the solution. And hey, I tried it, I like it. Let's go ahead, let's adopt it. It's going to be helpful. And this is far more powerful than any marketing copy and just having a gated sales experience. And so additionally, once you have that champion, then it's like this virality is starting to happen, that word of mouth. And so product-led growth really enables that. So for us, we found that 40% of our homepage traffic came from external recommendation. A lot of people heard about us on Slack communities, on Reddit, in internal forums. A lot of folks from Y Combinator heard about us because they had some private community where they're asking each other for recommendations. That's how they found us. They didn't want to pay an arm and a leg for a sales-led approach. Like it's hard for other people to trust that. So a lot of people trust connections. They trust their network. They trust their community. And in a world where a lot of the marketers are saturating the industry with like marketing noise and BS marketing, like really it comes back down to like this type of referral, word of mouth. So really check out April Dunford on how buyers buy software. And so this creates this very scalable growth. It's a scalable process instead of a very linear growth motion. In sales-led, you need more headcounts, you need more sales folks to generate pipelines and do calls. In the PLG process, it's really scalable. You don't really need that. And you can acquire customers using testimonials, using word of mouth, using network, and then you can leverage self-serve documentation and communities. And it really cuts through the clutter, and it allows users to experience the product firsthand. And that was really groundbreaking for people in the compliance industry. What the heck is compliance? Instead of like listening to a salesperson that probably don't have any experience with actually compliance, let's let you use the product and see how compliance actually work and how our product will simplify compliance. So we were building a scalable learning flywheel on how people use the product and help them generate trust And then once we have that trust and reassurance, they're creating that word of mouth networking effect that we needed. And for a product person and an entrepreneur like me, this is gold. The fact that we can create this very scalable approach by delivering really magical product experience, getting in front of users, they gain trust. It's a win-win situation in every area. Follow me on growthwithgary.com or feel free to subscribe here to learn more about how to execute PLG, lead and operate and launch and be successful in SaaS.